Turn off the damn radio. Alright, so I decided I'm going to make a quick video of this thing again. This had this lingering little thing that's literally like the last fucking straw, because, you know, there's shit on the lens. Okay, this last straw, because it's making this little poppin' sound on carburetor number 1. Let's see if I can find a little video clip I made the other week.
So I got a perfect sync. Revs up good. I got like a nagging backfire right there. Watch this. Feel a little. Don't be. Right there.
So I got the old valve shim. I got nuts in my throat. I'm eating peanuts. See over there? I got this the shim puller tool. I got it in there and I pulled it out. And well, I'm assuming I'm not gonna assume. I'm gonna remember that the clearances could have changed, and I didn't do any changes to them after I 0.1 or 11. It was so damn close to that minimum that I'm like not happy with it, and I'm thinking to myself, what if it's so tight that the intake valve can't quite close all the way, and that means that it needs to get really warmed up in order for it to close all the way or whatever, because it seemed like it was a symptom of if it got really warm and I rode the fucker, it would clear up. At very low throttle, it would clear up. But I'm like, no, this isn't right. So there's the sound, right? You heard that, right? Okay, so that gurgling issue, I thought it was carb number 1, but as I turn it, it's actually not coming from 1, it's coming from 2. Almost. Hold on. It's that little so actually it's this little bit right there that I remember this one right here would always overflow a little bit, but that's where the noise is coming from. The backfire does not come from number 2. Alright, so I did a little bit of tab bending just to adjust this one. It works funny because this one has a different float needle in it, because I didn't have all the same, so that as soon as you start to lift it, it begins to activate and lift it. That's why that one is adjusted slightly higher, because this one right here, if you see, it lifts from down, like if it fills, it'll go there and it'll go, oh, and then it'll start to lift, which then puts it at about perfectly level with that one. So when I dumped the gas out of this one, it had like up to there, and it was 2 ounces in one, and like up to there in fucking number 2. So that was my overflow issue. Okay, so to provide a final conclusion on what it took to get the annoying popping sound that I had on carburetor number 1, what the deal was is I thought that it was something that cleared up when it got warmed up, but it never really did. It seemed to just get better. Like, it would start and fucking backfire and pop like crazy. Right around 2 grand, just under 2 grand was where it would kick in. That was just barely, just before the main jet opened. Makes me theorize that it had something to do with either the slow jet or the pilot jet, because you know that's how the circuit sort of works. I also had theorized that it was to do with maybe my valve clearances, because I kind of botched those up a little bit. But they're still good. They're all within tolerance, but because of the book being weird, I wasn't sure about some of them. But I pulled it off again, and I loosened it some more. That's going to be good for a while. Let's just say it's nice and loose, but still not making too much noise. The issue. The pilot screw. Or the pilot, yeah, the pilot, idle, or pilot, whatever, freaking... What the fuck is that? The screw. These things. Here's the deal. This... Wait a minute, is that it? I don't even know if that's one of them. Oh, okay. I think it's... Well, that would be funny. That one actually kind of looks crooked, but I don't think that was the one I had in there. Son of a bitch, it does look really crooked. I don't think that's good. And this one was maybe not the one that I put in there. It looks really clean, which makes me think that I had a crooked screw. That might have been it. I might have had... See, when I turn it, it looks bent. That's no fucking good. It was the screw. This is one of the original ones. You see how it's kind of like big? It's stubby. Well, I tried another one and it still didn't work. I think this one's fucking bent too. That is so queer. No, that one looks kind of straight. Either way, I couldn't get one of them in because it was buckled or whatever, or it had shit in the threads. But I have lots of carb parts. And I had a xs1100 kit that I bought that friggin' had everything in it. And I may or may not have put in new pilot screws. I didn't need them all. But this looks like one of the new ones that I tried for a while, and I think I just put in the originals. But I used one of those, and by comparison, it's much smaller. And now I know they do sell aftermarket ones. With these carbs, when I rebuilt a set of them, they had the narrower tipped ones. They do work. I don't know if they work any better or worse, but I put one of these in after trying a different one that was the correct stubbiness and not working, and still going, fuck, why the hell is this not working? I put in this little skinny one, a brand new one, and miraculously it works now. I took it for a spin around the block, and I purposely tried to very slowly roll, and just bog it down as much as I could, and it was freaking great. So, absolutely every single issue solved. And the kids can go home. Bye. 14 miles on the clock. Man, I'm happy now. This thing rips too. I put the windshield on. You look cool. Later, kids. They're probably like, what the hell is he doing? Making a video. I don't even know if they know that's what this is. I want to get to ride it now. I want to ride real bad. It's so comfy. It's so smooth. Even the back shocks are great. They're perfect. And surprisingly, I never had to change the fork seals. They're not leaking or anything. They look great. Well, maybe this one's not totally perfect, but it wouldn't be funny if they just had no fluid in them, and that's why. Whatever. I can always
Merry
replace them
Christmas
later.
and a Happy New Year.
Alright.
Ho, ho, ho.
Talk to you later.